Alright, what's good, people? This is going to be somewhat of a different video. This is kind of a news video, kind of a speculation video, kind of just giving Demoniacal Fit their props, but also giving them a little critique at a certain point in the video at the same time. But, you know, we're definitely going to get to the crash out because I know a lot of people have been talking about that. But first thing first, Demoniacal Fit has been on a roll as of late. Now, in the beginning of 2024, we got this ultimate atrocious Goku, and as you can see, I put the dates, or kept the dates and the screenshots, but January 21st, 2022 was coming soon, and then we finally actually got it, and January 31st, 2024, which is 2 years and what, some days? 2 years and like a week or so, a little bit over a week that it took to finally drop. And you know, this is just to get a point of reference for all this stuff. So same thing with this Broly, right? Once again, Possessed Horse Legendary Berserker is coming soon. This was back in January 28th, 2022, and literally like 2 days ago, we're finally just getting it. And to be fair, it's probably coming out overseas. Not even probably. When they say it's available now, it's available now overseas, and then, you know, it takes a little bit for us to get it over here. But best believe that Broly is coming if you're looking forward to it, right? Then we have Untamed Power Time Ranger Edition coming soon yet again. Look at the date, July 5th, 2022, and we're finally getting it in December 16th, 2024. So as you can see, it's been like these huge time gaps, and we're gonna get back to the time gap thing because it goes, I'll reference it in regards to what Demoniacal Fit and Demoniacal Fit's Crashout, all right? And then here we go, the regular Untamed Power once again, January 13th, 2022, and we finally have it in hand. People are finally getting it in hand. Now, I showed all this to say that, like, the last couple of releases have been back to back. They've been just dropping them, and that's what we needed Demoniacal Fit to do the whole time. You know, people got tired of just seeing renders and things of that nature. Actually drop the thing, and it's, you know, I'm happy to say that they finally are doing that. Now, let's get to the crash out, because that'll be a part of them actually, you know, once again, putting their money where their mouth is and actually showing us something physical instead of just a render. But let's go to the Demoniacal Fit Instagram page real quick. Now we move on to the crash out, which is also low-key like an action figure update. Like, this would be in a third-party roundup. But as you can see, welcome copy and plagiarism. Now, here's what they say in the caption. Feel free to copy and plagiarize. Yes, you heard it right. We welcome anyone to copy and plagiarize our designs as long as you think you can find elements in these designs worthy of learning or inspiration. And I believe someone has already done it before several times. It's okay. You know why? Because it's not a big fucking deal. You grab something from big company, make a few tweaks here, make a few tweaks there, or throw in something new and then claim it's original and tell others not to plagiarize it. Shit. We wouldn't dare to do that. So here we are. We made something. If you want it, take it. Don't feel bad about it. Now, this is very interesting. Why? Because I understand what Demoniacal Fit is saying. You know, you make some tweaks here, make some tweaks there, and then you call it original. Now, this is a direct shot at Taunton, for sure. Because I would just say it is. Just off the strength of the Gogeta thing. The only third party that has worked up the balls to do Gogeta, which from what I understand, people are saying is like, it's Toei's and Tamashi's baby. That's why so many third parties have stayed clear of doing that figure, even though many people have asked for it. And once again, the reason why I say it's direct shot at Taunton, because he, truth be told, a lot of Taunton's molds, like for the most part, are more refined Tamashi molds in the sense that the sculpt will be tweaked here and there, right? It's not like humongous from the ground up changes, with the exception of maybe Kid Buu, right? That was like from the ground up. But like for the most part, like he'll like taper the hips, you know, taper it in, so that character has more of the V shape. He'll add some whatever original sculpt needs to be sculpted. Like for Gogeta, it's gonna be a little bit more work, but for the most part, this stuff isn't 100% from the ground up, I would say. At least usually the legs aren't, for the most part. The legs aren't, like for the Trunks, for example. The arms and the upper body for Trunks and the head sculpt for sure, new. But the point that Demoniacal Fit is trying to argue is kind of silly, because nobody really gets that Demoniacal Fit for copying molds, per se. For the most part, nobody really cares about that. Otherwise, we get at all of third party as a whole. The whole point being is that why all of a sudden, when Taunton announces that he's doing Gogeta, all of a sudden now Demoniacal Fit wants to do Gogeta. You know, and on top of that, Demoniacal Fit is a beast. You know, as much, you know, we make jokes about Demoniacal Fit here. Demoniacal Fit doesn't have to follow any trend. They could set the trend if they really want to in terms of the third-party landscape. They one of the OGs in the third-party action figure game. They don't have to, you know, see what's working for other people and then do it. Now, of course, Gogeta's box office, so I can understand why they do it, but it just comes off as corny when nobody else was doing this particular thing, and then all of a sudden, like for example, like I said with the Gogeta, nobody else bothered to do Gogeta. Taunton announces that he's gonna do Gogeta. All of a sudden, Demoniacal Fit wants to do a Super Saiyan Fusion Reborn Gogeta. It's like, come on, bro. And then, once again, we see that Taunton's Trunkses are coming out. The long-haired Trunkses are coming out. All of a sudden, we get, and we're gonna discuss this later on in the video, we get all these myriad of Trunkses, one with the jacket off, you know, and the muscles showing, and then another one with long hair. And it's like, when did y'all, like, why all of a sudden you want to drop this as Taunton is doing this? You know? It just comes off as corny. Not to say that y'all can't do the same product. Of course people can do the same products, or even work in the same IPs, right? But why always just after this guy you want to do this? And Demoniacal Fit has done this with more than just Taunton. If we go back in time, and I'm just rambling on a little bit before we move on to the next point I want to make in terms of this particular thing, this Gogeta thing, right? Back in time, we go back in time, back when Kong Studios was still, you know, on the up and coming, they had dropped Super Saiyan 4 Vegito. And at the same time, coincidentally, Demoniacal Fit wants to drop a Super Saiyan 4 Vegito. Like, why? You don't have to do that. And matter of fact, and I said this point before, right? If Demoniacal Fit wants to copy something, at least copy something that's going to be hard to get. For example, Demoniacal Fit had a nice, super dope niche when they were releasing premium Bandai exclusive stuff that was hard to get. Like, they did this with Super Saiyan Blue Vegito. They did it with Ultra Instinct Saiyan Goku, which also came with a Super Saiyan Blue head sculpt, which was really dope. And it came with an action figure stand, and it felt the quality was great. So nobody's really, you know, knocking Demoniacal Fit for the quality or anything like that, but that was a nice niche. Those were things that are hard to get, especially when you consider that premium Bandai exclusive stuff doesn't ship everywhere, you know? And then what was the third one? Oh yeah, Kaioken Blue Goku. If they had kept the trend of releasing premium Bandai exclusive stuff, like, I'm sure there's plenty of people that would like 100% full power Frieza without having to pay damn near $100, you know, once everything is, you know, all added up, shipping and taxes and all of that. If they just would basically get the molds, remake them, and drop them at a cheaper price point, yo, Demoniacal Fit will be killing the game. But instead, you want to waste time copying stuff that I don't even really think needs to be copied. But, you know, I guess also on the other hand, a lot of people may have not been able to get their hands on the Taunton Trunks. So, you know, this is a nice alternative for them. Or maybe they just don't want the Taunton Trunks and they just want this one, you know? And Demoniacal Fit is very nice with the price point. So this is, I don't know, man. But one thing I do know is this next thing right here. I'm about to get them on this right here. So check this out. Demoniacal Fit says sarcastically in the caption, probably be released in 2099. And they put laughing emoji, right? Now, that's cute and all. And it's cool to see like a printed out prototype of the figure, of the Gogeta figure, right? However, where was this energy with Future Gohan? People been getting on your ass about Future Gohan for the longest, right? And there wasn't this type of energy like, oh, print it out immediately. Now what happened? We haven't heard nothing about that Future Gohan. Why, when people ask about the Future Gohan, y'all didn't have the printout of the figure immediately? You see what I'm saying? And this is the end, part of this little, I guess, mini rant with the Demoniacal Fit thing. But like, it's cool that they got it printed out and everything, right? That's dope. But you can't talk your shit like how you should be able to, because we've seen that you didn't really have this energy for one of the most popular and most questioned pre-orders that y'all ever put up, which is the Future Gohan thing. So, just gotta call a spade a spade. That being said, we're gonna move on to more positive things. Now we're gonna get on to what could potentially be released, for this coming year, 2025. All right. Okay, so now we into the section of the video where we're just going to talk about the possibilities in terms of a lineup of figures that Demoniacal Fit can drop for, this coming year. Nothing is absolutely in stone just yet, but as you can see, the Trunks figure that I was referencing, or the 4th Trunks figures that they're going to drop. Now, the name of this, particular release for Demoniacal Fit is The Coming One. I know they need to workshop that name for sure. But, starting from, the one that's short Super Saiyan hair, about to take his jacket off. That one is just titled The Coming One. The one that's sitting on a rock, standard jacket and sword. That is The Coming One Battle Across Time. And then, of course, the one with the blue-green kind of jacket. That's The Coming One Battle Across Time Special Colored Edition. And then the last one with the longer hair is The Coming One Top Gun. That's what they're calling it. Coming One Top Gun. Once again, they gotta workshop that name for sure. But this has a very strong likelihood for this to be dropped. In fact, we've seen prototypes of this printed out already. So at this point in time, I'm guessing it'll just be a matter of, like, once again, just dropping it. And of course, you're going to get a shit ton of accessories with these figures, and at a very good price point. That's Demoniacal Fit's thing. They are going to give you a whole lot of bang for your buck. Undoubtedly, the best pricing in third party, period. It's not really close, truth be told. That being said, let's move forward. This is something that was shown off before. Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Now, the reason why I have the Super Saiyan Goku with the Super Saiyan 3 Goku is simply because of this. I was thinking that it would be kind of pointless for them to just re-release Super Saiyan Goku on the same mold. So that of the Forever Marshallus Forever Goku, I'm thinking what could happen is this. They released that Super Saiyan 3 Goku because that Super Saiyan 3 Goku is coming with that dragon statue that you see in the render, because they actually have the printout of the dragon already. I put a screenshot for some of the stuff that I don't have in the slideshow type of thing. I'll have it pop up on the screen is what I'm saying. But I'm thinking they'll probably have this Super Saiyan head sculpt just like how they did with the Super Saiyan 4. They have this come with as an accessory for the Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Maybe a set of Super Saiyan, face plates, the hair, and that bada bing bada boom type of deal, Or they could release that as its own separate figure. We'll see. Time will tell the tale. But that's just my speculation of how they could do things. Once again, nothing set in stone. Now we have the Demoniacal Fit Space Time Vanguard. Once again, another thing that can be dropped this year. Once again, as you can see on the screen, they already have basically the mold done. And funny enough, I think they could make this even better. All you would have to do, especially if they just want to kind of stay lazy with it, right? retool the Super Saiyan 4 Untamed Power Time Ranger Edition legs, right? Get the ankle wraps from this one, because I think the ankle wraps from this Goku would look a little better. Get the arms from the Forever Martialist, retool the torso. And of course, you can use the head sculpt from Forever Martialist as well. And bada bing, bada boom, we have a 3.0 Xeno Goku, right? Now, I don't think they're gonna do that since they already have this mold seemingly done already. It'll be much easier for them to just put this out rather than just upgrading it to a 3.0. But you know, we can always be optimistic and hope, even though down in the real world, that's probably not gonna happen. Next thing, okay, but this is a little different. So I wanted to show this off simply because there's always the possibility, as you could see, as they have, you got the Forever Martialist, but they also had Ultimate Gohan teased at one point on a 3.0. So that could be a thing at some point in the future. Will it actually come out? Well, time will tell the tale. This is all speculative at this point in time. And of course, the infamous future Gohan. Now, of course, I got this from the Demoniacal Fit kind of like secondary fan-ish page, I'm just gonna call it. And you know, it says May 2024 that this was shown off, but we know it was shown off way before that. It was shown off like sometime in 2023, early 2023 or something, or middle of 2023 at least. And at this point, you know, I gave them a lot of shit just now while I was talking about why didn't they have this the energy that they had for that Gogeta figure and printing it out immediately and showing us that it's being worked on. Why didn't they have that energy with this future Gohan figure? And you know, getting off of that, I'll just give you guys my thoughts on them and the future Gohan debacle. I wouldn't be surprised at this point if they don't drop future Gohan either until another third party is bold enough to do it, or they would straight up just wait for Tamashii to do it and then just add more accessories to the Tamashii version, you know? And that would be, yeah, them finally dropping future Gohan after however many years. But truth be told, I think they'll do it eventually. The problem is, eventually doesn't cut it for people that paid their hard-earned money, you know? And one of my personal favorites right here, Goku with the bonnet. Yes. And also, by the way, this is not going to include every project ever shown off by Demoniacal Fit. I'm just including stuff that said project confirmed or coming soon. And that's the only thing I'm including in this thing. Otherwise, this video would be way too long. And I'm already sort of rambling. But this is one of my personal favorites of Demoniacal Fit potentially doing. This might not, truth be told, I wouldn't be surprised if this didn't even come out this year. But I wanted to include it anyway as a possibility for it to come out this year. Goku with the bonnet. It's not a whole lot to say. Like, it would just be a dope release. It would be something different. In fact, they could play off of, if they want to continue playing off of like Thompson at this point in time, right? Thompson is doing the special edition artworks with Goku on the bike and things of that nature. Hey, this is a special artwork from Akira Toriyama as well. You could play into that market, do a different artwork, like they already shown off here, right? And I guess, wait, technically they wouldn't be copying Taunton. It would just be convenient timing for them to actually drop it, because they did show this off a little while ago, even before Taunton was doing the Goku with the bike stuff. So I correct myself there. But, and then of course, the Super Saiyan 5. Now at this point in time, I guess, I don't know, I don't even know what to make of this particular release. It could drop, because they definitely said all projects that they said they announced will drop eventually, which is why this is even a speculative part. They're saying they're going to do it at some point, and I guess everything technically is on the table, just given how fast they've been dropping stuff, especially of recently. And the Super Saiyan 5 Goku would be on the table, or as they call the evolutionary apex. Only reason why the trouble that they had with this particular release is that Tablos, you know, the original creator of the character Tablos, which people adopted to be in Super Saiyan 5, because the characters, that original artwork that people would call Super Saiyan 5, that character's name was Tablos, but people, you know, took that design and made it into Super Saiyan 5. The fandom did that. The only reason why I'm suspecting that this hasn't really dropped is because they had the issues with Tablos, and Tablos saying, hey, you took my idea, you took my creation, you're trying to make money off and make it into a toy, and I don't like that. Basically, there was a whole that was a whole debacle in itself. And then they ended up, you know, using this palette that you see on the screen versus the original palette, and they also adjusted the sculpt as well. But on to the next thing, Bandit Yamcha. This would be dope for it to come out this year. And it says new project. As you can see, it says new project in 2023. We in 2025, and it's January. As I'm recording it right now, it's 5:09 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, January 7th, 2025. So it's almost literally 2 years later. Not even a hint of this now, but this would be a really dope release for them. And this is what I mean. Like, Demoniacal Fit don't got a copy, or not even copy. They don't have to follow any type of trend. They could be the trendsetter. But either way, I think we get into the last picture. And yeah, last but certainly not least, this is another example of following the trend. Nobody was asking for Zycor from Demoniacal Fit, but they threw their hat in the ring around the time that Beast Deities said they was gonna, you know, do their Zycor figure. And truth be told, at the very least with this figure, I would say that it's even more accurate than Beast Deities version. The only thing is, you know, of course, people are not necessarily asking for this from Demoniacal Fit. Now, me personally, I'll be over the moon once they actually drop this, since they claim that they're going to all confirm projects, and all projects that they announce will eventually be released. I'll be over the moon about this, especially since this is an easy thing for them to drop. All you're doing is, alright, take the Marshallus Forever Marshallus, whatever the name is, making the gi green, and then a new head sculpt, and it's done. This figure is pretty much done already. It's basically a palette change and a new head sculpt. But that about does it for this video. This has been BombasticPlastic. I appreciate it if you made it to the end of this video, because, you know, the longer you stay on the video, the better it is for your boy. And stay fantastic. I'm thinking another roundup will be coming out soon, and I'll probably briefly touch on, you know, the Gogeta thing in that video as well. And then we'll talk about, of course, all the Beast Deity Broly stuff. But until next time, have a blessed day. Peace.